how to put on a gallery show. So the big thing is finding a venue that will host images that you've taken. And you think because it's a gallery, they host images, but just like you wouldn't publish boudoir images in Sports Illustrated or National Geographic, you have to find the right venue or publication for the style of work you create. There's a lot of artist community galleries here in downtown San Jose, but they would never show any of my work. A lot of places only really do paintings and that kind of art as well. Photography is tougher to get into places, I have found, but it's still very, very possible. Check out restaurants, bars, wine bars, nightclubs, things like that. Coffee shops are a good place too. There might even be directories in your area where you can find out where to hang art. You can call any local university, check out their art department, see if they have places they recommend students go hang stuff up. There are definitely ways that you can find out how to hang your art in a place. Also consider your cost, because the venue rarely ever pays for the cost of printing your work when you do a gallery opening. So if I'm going to print 18 different 20 by 30 metal prints, that's going to cost me a few $1,000s, and you have to be prepared to spend that kind of money to get really good quality stuff, because you can't put up like an 8 by 12 and try and sell people 30 by 45 prints. They want to see what it's actually going to look like, and they want to probably even take stuff home with them right there that day. If you are looking to sell things, if you just want to display them for the sake of displaying them, that's totally fine too. You're still going to have to pay for all that stuff, and it gets really expensive. And even if you're just printing, you got to pay for frames. You don't want cheap frames because you don't want your stuff to look cheap. You want it to look as good as it possibly can. So that's a thing to look out for as well. A lot of places are scheduled out quite a ways in advance, any of the good ones. So you're going to plan like 6 to 9 months out, most likely. They'll give you a timeline that you can work with, and they will help you prepare, because when you sell stuff, they make money. So they want you to be successful. When your stuff is popular, they could sell admission and get more people coming into their gallery and on their mailing list. So they want you to succeed, and they will be happy to help you. And if they're not, then don't work with them, because that's just one big red flag that's going to turn into many other red flags. So finding a gallery opening is a pretty cool thing. You can get your work out there, you can sell things, you can make connections, and it's just cool to have your stuff up in walls. I had a bunch of my work on display on some wine bars up in San Francisco for a while, and it was cool to go in there and see my own stuff on the walls. We only sold a couple of prints, so it wasn't really about that, but we made our money back, and it was a fun experience. I got to say that my stuff was up there. So that's what I would recommend doing.
Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to hit subscribe down below so you never miss an episode. And be sure to swing on by our private Facebook community, Photogs Unite, where you can learn with other photogs from around the world who are just like you. And until next time, photogs, remember that every photo you take brings you one step closer.